Alright, folks. Today is August 29th, 2019. I'm driving home from my night job, day job, whatever. I only have one job. August 28th, 2019 was a very going to sleep was a very rough moment. I had a lot of, I don't know what was going on with me. As those that know, I do music. I feel like I make a lot of mistakes. I've made a lot of mistakes. I'm still making mistakes. I don't know if what maybe it's the pattern of my. It always reminds me of the pattern of my childhood, like just chaos. After I had my daughter and got married, I started realizing that I needed to stick around, and that's legit probably been I don't know if that's a part of the hurdle. I don't know if that's the biggest one at all times. In some moments, that is the one thing that's like waiting. So I don't know if that's just part of the process. Well, it is. Everything's a part of the process. I try to help make myself look at it like my daughter's on her way to be 2. She's like 1.5 right now. Me and my wife's marriage is about the same age. About the same age. So I look at it like building a house. You got to start, and you start with your foundation, and your foundation is ugly because we don't live in Pocahontas times and stuff like that. Well, you can if you want to. That's if you feel like Mr. Wonderful. Is that the movie? I think it's Mr. Wonderful. I might be wrong, but it was a movie where he was taking care of his kids and his wife on off the land or something like that. I can't remember, but it's not like we living like that where your foundation could legit just be the earth, a patch of earth that you just and you lay on the earth, because it's all carving out a patch of the earth for yourself. You know what I'm saying? All of it's that, but just carving out a spot for yourself, stuff like that. But the foundation in our day and age, like we build on top of that, so the foundation is very ugly. It's you get to see, all you seeing is the bricks, the mortar, the rock, the gravel, the dirty grass, the holes, the digging, the drilling, the excavating, all the shit. You know what I'm saying? You just dirty every single day. You go in there. Every day you go in there to fix your foundation, you're gonna come out dirty, no matter what. You don't wear your good shoes. You know what I'm saying? You don't wear your good clothes to go to the foundation. You don't do it because you run the risk of dirtying up all your good stuff. So, with that being the process, we're in like year 2 of, we're in year 1. We're still in year 1 of, more like year 2, because technically wouldn't be like, that would be year 1. So we're on our way to year 2. I don't know, whatever. Year 2 of building the house, foundation. When I say building the house, or building the home that we want, I should say, because you can build a house, but I'm thinking of like just building the home that we want, as far as like how we interact with each other, communicate with each other, how we deal with each other, and how we deal with each other. At this moment in time, it's the dirty time. It's the because we're both still trying to figure this thing out. You know what I'm saying? It's like trying to make 2 worlds collide. If you try to collide and slam 2 worlds into each other, no matter how gently you try to do that, there's going to be some destruction. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be some things that get lost, some things that get messed up, some things that get broken, some things that you might not have wanted to open up, but because of the collision of the two worlds, things break, things fall, things, get exposed that you thought you had tucked away, I guess, in a sense. Attitudes, how you feel, like the energies of the day, like the modes that you go through, comparing your foundation to other houses or to other homes you see built, you know what I'm saying? Or homes that at least, yeah, they may be built, but at least they may be built and they may look nice, but no one knows what that foundation looks like. Because who comes around to help you build your foundation? The people that come around to help you build your foundation, I think those are your real friends. Those are the real people. Those are the people that don't mind getting dirty with you, breaking nails, busted fingers, busted knuckles, you know what I'm saying? Risking in a sense, risking life and limb. And that's the process, and those people are the good ones. Those are the good ones. I kind of feel like I went off on a tangent. Like I feel like I want to start somewhere and then I went somewhere else. But that's how this video is going to go. Oh, I was talking about how August 28th of 2019, like that morning, I've had those mornings, but this one was a little more intense than the other ones. Like where I'm like, yo, am I making the right decisions with this music? You know what I'm saying? Am I making the right decisions in my marriage, with my marriage? Like, I fight, because of my past, I fight with the idea of, should I have gotten married? I fight with that idea a lot. But then that's also me setting myself up to run, which is something that I do. I just do that. But I've done that. Like that's been kind of sort of my life's pattern, and not always my fault. You know what I'm saying? Well, no, actually, no, that pattern technically isn't my fault, because a lot of that stuff happened when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? When I didn't have any control. So that's just kind of the, I guess, lifestyle you get used to. That's the car making sounds. Don't be like that, Bertha. Because growing up in Baltimore City under my parents' tutelage, oh, excuse me, Taco Bell. Under my parents' tutelage, they moved a lot. We moved a lot. Yeah, I barely remember a lot of it, but I know we moved a lot. We would live in so many different places, so many different spots. When they were going through their, I guess, pre-divorce stuff, I was just moving. It never for me, what I took from that process was that it didn't teach me any stability. I do have an issue with being loyal to people, because I'm so used to just getting up and going and not having to stick around. Like that was my pattern. I mean, if you go to school for 12 years, I may have went to 15, 16 different schools. So you figure that's almost a school a year. So, and this is in a time where, this is the 80s, late 80s, early 90s. Cell phones aren't popular, and so I can't keep in touch with people, because my people's like either had the phone off, phones would be off, too many people in your business. I didn't like everybody in my business. That's one thing that I did pay attention to watching my cousins grow up. I'm like, yo, it feels like too many people are in your business, and that's why you in all these predicaments that you're in, because you don't know how to keep your business. But then at the same time, I guess it's like a lot of the, I've seen a lot of people snitch too. So I don't know, it's a weird combination of understanding, I guess, that I come from with that aspect. So yeah, August 28th, I was dealing with that. It felt like a lot of that. Trying to go to sleep. Then I went to sleep, after I got some rest, which the one thing I do understand, I need sleep. You need sleep, period. Even if you don't need a lot, you need some. You need to kind of reset your brain. because you're draining your batteries. And today is the day that I really, August 29th, 2019, and maybe late into August 28th. But I'll claim it today because today is the day I decided to make my Patreon video. After I put on a song on there, but I'm making another Patreon video. So I had my family. I'll say that I had my family at 33. Now I'm not like super religious. I've been involved in the church because of family. I never know if that's a good or bad thing, because you don't know. Because in a world so big, you force decisions on people. You know what I'm saying? Like you instantly force a decision on them. You know what I'm saying? And I think that people should have the right to choose, especially their belief system. You know what I'm saying? And then when you give someone their belief system and you don't tell them about the flaws in it, let me not say tell them about the flaws, because some people are going to buck the system anyway. That's just in their innate nature. That's just what nature is. You know what I'm saying? Nature is all about balance. So I think that no matter what you tell a group of people, half of them are going to be one way, half of them are going to be the other, for a different reason. But somebody's going to disagree, somebody's going to agree, somebody's going to be okay with it, somebody's not. My initial nature on it was always question everything. You know what I'm saying? Question it all, because speaking your real truth, which doesn't come into that. I don't know. Some kids are in tune right away. Some kids are in tune right away. Some kids take longer time to get in tune. But when you're in tune with exactly how you feel with the things that you say, it resonates. It resonates across all frequencies, and everybody can feel that, regardless if they feel good or bad about it. They're gonna feel it. It doesn't matter. It matters, but then it doesn't matter. And I think that can go off into that little bit right there of like resonating frequencies, your real truth resonating across all frequencies, and the combination with it was something, but I could go on for a whole nother conversation about that. But I think I was talking about my family a little bit. Sorry, I go on tangent. I go off on the side all the time. I think I was saying something about my family. Sorry for the pregnant pause. Either way, all the moving that I had to deal with, it was a coping mechanism, because I just didn't have to deal with anything. I didn't have to stick around and deal with people's problems and deal with people's issues. Always seeing that like people were willing to like pass on the people that they love, they said that they loved, or things that they said that they loved. Oh yeah, I was talking about religion. Yeah, so I've had. I'm gonna jump back to the religion thing. So I've had, the religion in me. Grandma, my dad wanted to be a pastor, which was a very huge eye opener for me, and what got me away from Christianity. And people say I'm probably more Buddhist, so maybe one day I'll look into that. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about age 33. Having my family at 33, I feel like it's a rebirth. Like I said, I'm not a super religious dude, but I know a little bit about religion, whatever. Jesus died died and came back at 33, 3 days, whatever. So and I'm pretty sure that there are other theories behind 33. But that to a degree, I guess I'm in my 2-year-old phase, and I think that's kind of what I was trying to get at too. It's weird that I feel like as me and my wife are going. Well, I'll just say me because I don't know how my wife feels fully. You know what I mean? I mean, does anybody know how anybody feels fully? I think we're going through. I'm going through the terrible twos right now, which is like for babies, it's their aggressive phase. They're like, it's probably one of their more chaotic phases, and I think my daughter's kind of going through that. Well, she has moments, but I think I mirror her and she mirrors me, and we're both having our moments. But today, August 29th, 2019, I decided, all right, you gotta change, make a change, do something. You know what I mean? Yeah, think more positive. Be who you are. That's probably the most important thing that I have to learn. I think I try to. I don't try. I try because it's hard to turn off a faucet that's got too much power coming out of it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that faucet is not meant to be cut off. So you can't cut off the part of you that is. You know what I'm saying? You can definitely build a river, build like, barriers and stuff like that can kind of guide the flow once it's coming out. But you kind of have to let that, like, so they in order for them to like power certain power cities, they use water pressure and stuff like that at the dams and all that jazz. So you can work with it instead of letting it consume you and control you. You definitely can work with that big valve of you. So what that's going to consist of is different. We want to say things a certain way, but I can't find the words all the way or the rhythm the way I want to say them. But that is all, and it's different for each person. You know what I'm saying? Different in each entity, I guess, not in a sense, but in a truth. And that's something that I'm going to capture. That's something I'm going to capture. I'm going to capture my I'm going to capture my happiness, like the things that make me happy. Whatever makes me happy, I think I'm going to go capture that. You know what I'm saying? The things that I perceive that will bring me joy. Because I don't think you know what happiness is until you go out there and you lived. And because how can you know what happiness is if you've never, one, you got to experience bad, sad, you know what I'm saying, anger, to understand what real happiness is. But you also have to live. You know what I'm saying? You got to live in every single... I think one thing that we kind of have, that we as humans in this day and age have the ability to do, is live on every spectrum. There's nothing stopping you from going anywhere you want to go. Do anything you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and no matter what you decide to do, there's gonna be obstacles. It's gonna be places it's gonna be terrains that you don't understand. It's gonna be obstacles that you're gonna have to overcome, no matter where, no matter what, and no matter how many times that road has probably been paved. Like, you could legit follow a road that someone already paved, but you might not be following it the same season. You might be following this page at the wrong season, following this road at the wrong season, at the wrong seasons. Because if you start off wrong, you might end up, well, you will end up, you can, I'm not gonna say you will, in that aspect, because you could start to learn the terrain as you go. You could find a good space to relax, recuperate, and get your bearings back, and then start over. I think with building, well, maybe yeah, Yeah, because I can't think of it as a fully physical. I'm not thinking of it in a full physical aspects. I'm thinking of it more in like a mindset. You can definitely you can change your mindset and understand it and learn. I guess it's just what I'm trying to say in so many words in one. So put it in one is learn. You can learn from your mistakes, which is but that's not everybody does. That's a very important thing for people to learn is to understand and know is to learn from your mistakes, not from everyone else's. Learn from yours. Learn from the mistakes you made. Now you have, I know that you're going to always have to fight the patterns that the patterns that are you. You're going to have to fight those because we create these patterns. You know what I'm saying? But we also have the power to change them. No one ever said it was going to be easy. Nobody ever. At least I don't know anybody that said it was going to be easy. You know what I'm saying? If you're telling me that it's easy, then maybe you shouldn't be doing it because it's got to be. It can get easier, but it shouldn't get easy. You know what I'm saying? You got to present different obstacles for yourself sometimes and different goals. And I guess when you're young, you're allowed to think fast. So and that's why you make mistakes. When you get older, you start to be like, oh, yeah, it's not bad to slow down. You know what I'm saying, and try to enjoy yourself with all the stuff that's going on, especially in this day and age, when you have everything right on your phone, right in your hand, right. It's like everything. It made today. I was thinking about phone numbers, just phone numbers in general, and social security numbers and stuff like the best way to explain Earth and how Earth became and what happened is like science and math, which are two staples, I think, in the human existence and the existence of anything. I think, you know what I'm saying. It all will come down to even off in other galaxies. Maybe it's called something else, but it would essentially still be science and math. And from that, you get almost everything. Like even when you think about art is about line placements. And where do you learn about lines? Most of the time, it's in math. You know what I'm saying? And you learn more about, at least my upbringing, I learned more about math, lines in math than I did in art. And I guess maybe because I just was better at math than I felt that I was at drawing. I didn't really take the time to fully, engage myself in drawing. I was always more enamored by other people's drawings. But yeah, I think that definitely is the staples in the human existence. But dealing with these like terrible twos, it's definitely opening my eyes and make me realize that like I have to control my own space more. Because I don't realize how influential I am. People have said it all the time, but I try not to let myself get too high on myself because I hate the fall. Like I've done that before, thought that things were what they were, and I was so happy, and then boom, my legs get cut, and that fall is real. So I never try to get myself too high. I try to stabilize myself, and maybe sometimes I gotta take more risk, and I think that's another thing that I'm getting at too. Like take more risk, be more risky. You know what I'm saying? It's better to ask for forgiveness than live with regret. It's better to be like, yo, my bad, than be like, damn, yo, I wish I would have. You know, and I have a lot. You're gonna always have the I wish you would have. But I think I have more than well, yeah, I think I do have more than my fair share. There were times where I'm like, man, I probably should have did that. Probably should have did that. I probably should have did that, and not dwell on those. And I don't know if that's good or bad. I think it's good because it's gonna make me go for it the next time. because you only get one life. And even if you come back reincarnated and get another life, you legit probably don't even know or remember the life before. You know what I'm saying? So we're this is the I say day 1, August 29th, 2019. Blessings.